Hello, 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 hello. And thank goodness the audio worked this time. Because when I opened OBS, it didn't work. And I am Geek Time, and welcome to my stream. It has been quite a while after streaming for almost the entirety of not at all, I should say, streaming for almost the entirety of the month of October, because the last few weekends have been occupied with me going to Guitar Center for various reasons. And not being able to get to bed because I am someone who works overnights. Nonetheless, we are back, and we are going to try, I think, to finish Coffee Talk 2 and to go back and try to get all of the good endings. So, with that being said, I hope y'all are doing wonderfully, wonderfully well, and we shall see what is up. And I hope that all of you are doing well, and that I hope that the things like the elections haven't brought you down, because this is election week, or I should say this next week's election week. And on top of that, we are ending daylight savings tonight, which is crazy. The really irritating time clock change that even some places in the United States don't even bother to observe. And I feel like what's really stupid. Okay, so I'm about to go on a short rant about daylight savings, right? This is the thing that drives me nuts about it in particular, about why it just hasn't been abolished. It's like, it's almost like the only options are to keep it, which is stupid, or to stay on daylight saving time, which is also stupid. It's almost like the option of not doing it at all isn't an option. Like, what the fuck? Like, it has been recommended by sleep experts and physicians that we should not be doing it at all. But for some reason, the only options are keep doing it or keep things on daylight savings time permanently, not do it at all. And I don't get how that's not an option. Like, why? Seriously. We would benefit. And the thing is, it's not even just physicians and doctors. It's people like EMTs who have to, like, pick up kids who are unfortunately hit by cars because it's too fucking dark outside, and they are trying to get to school, and the reason why it's dark is because of daylight savings time. Like, the fact that it is not even an option to just not do it for some reason. Like, it's not even discussed by politicians in the United States to not do it. It's either we keep doing it or we put daylight savings on permanently, instead of let's just not fucking do it. Bruh. Anyways, I think I'm slightly cranky because I realized that I had started an hour later than I planned to, because my nap took a lot longer than I thought. Also, Chance is here. Say hi, Chance. So, yeah, it's really irritating that, like, that we, like, the option to just not do it isn't even on the cards. It's either do it or keep daylight savings time on permanently. Not do it at all. Like, I feel like that would be the real solution, you know? But apparently not. Because we have fucking, as the Irish say, Egypts, as our fucking representatives who are too fucking old. Especially considering that, like, our choices are still less than ideal, but at least we don't have fucking Joe Brainworms as one of the options. Along with diaper wearing and girdle wearing, cocaine addled ex-felon Donald J. Trump. Anyways, let's chill out. Let's talk over some hot beverages. And by the way, I've got my hot beverage. It is Bigelow's raspberry black tea. And I'm going to basically be relying on the black tea to get me through tonight's stream and into the rest of the night, and also on the as well as my trip in Sunday morning to go to Guitar Center, because we're going back again. This time in a much more casual manner. One, to update one of our purchases to go ahead and get gear coverage, because we have spent pretty much October. Every Saturday in October, we have spent basically acquiring roughly $20,000 worth of audio equipment. That's after tax, by the way. So it's not like realistically, it's close to like maybe 15,000, but 18,000. But yeah, like it's not cheap. Like it's digital, like a 48 channel digital mixer, and a small, not lightweight. I wish I could say lightweight, because we just got the speakers earlier today, and the subs are 90 pounds a piece, but they are 212s. And if you don't know what when I say 212s, it means that the subs are like one unit is two 12-inch speakers, and these fuckers have an output of 3,600 watts a piece for just the subs. And then the speakers themselves are line array speakers. So if you've ever been to a music festival and you've noticed that there are a stack of speakers hanging off the top of the stage on the rafters or the overheads, those are called line array speakers, and those are designed for live sound, and we have two of them. And the reason why we got line array speakers, even though they are expensive as fuck, is because it is an expandable system, which means that if we want more volume and more power, we just add more speakers. It's not like other systems where if you want more volume and more power, you have to replace the whole system, which is, financially a big pain in the ass. The downside is that because line array speakers are so fucking expensive, if you want to add more to it, each speaker, because these use 12-inch speakers, so each single speaker, not pair, single speaker is $3,100. And the reason why is that these are 12-inch speakers, and each one puts out an incredible 2,400 watts. And they are self-powered. Like, these fuckers, like do not play. These are active speakers. So, yeah. There's no way this house can handle them at full volume. It will probably rattle the teeth out of my head and probably blow out every single window in the house and our neighbors' houses. So, yeah, we're not running that shit at full volume, at least in the house. But when it comes to the venue, they're designed for like medium-sized venues. And by that, I mean things like, theaters and auditoriums, but not much bigger than that. And, to give you an idea on the sorts of systems I have used in the past, I've used a 4,000 watt system in an auditorium, and it's okay. It could be louder, but it's not super loud. This system, between the two 3,600 watt subs and the two 2,400 watt line array speakers, I think cranks out an incredible 3636, so that's 7,200 watts just for the subs, plus 2424, so 4,800. So we are looking at 7248, 12,000 watts of raw power for just the house speakers, and that's not without the upgrades. And then on top of that, we need to get on stage floor wedges, so floor monitors. And those ones are 1,000 watts a piece. But one of the interesting things about monitors is that when it comes to monitors, you don't look for monitors based on wattage. You look for them based on SPL. SPL being sound pressure level, which means, the higher the better. So max SPL, so like, the wattage isn't quite as ridiculous when it comes to floor wedges, even though I hate them. I am one of those weirdos who likes and prefers 0 stage volume, which, say I'm getting on a rant again, which means that there is nothing on stage that isn't acoustic that makes noise, which means no guitar amps, no speakers. Like, the only thing that should make a noise on the stage is if it's an acoustic drum set or acoustic instruments. Other than that, everything else runs through the system and out through in-ears. I don't give a shit that we have to pay extra and a lot of money for those. In-ears will always be greater than floor wedges. Fight me. In any case, let's go ahead. I'm going to disable motion tracking on my webcam. So now it's no longer following my head. And then we're going to switch over to the in-game. Is it going to show up? Show up! What the hell? Hello? Oh, wait. There we go. I was wondering, what the fuck is going on? Alright, so. Let me set, hold on. Let me make sure that one of my voices
is set correctly. And that is way too much delay. And the pitch is a little too high, so let's turn the pitch down a little bit. And, yeah, so that's a lot better. And maybe turn it down. Nope, wait, nope, that's good, that's good. Yeah, no, and then we got that. Maybe add a little bit of reverb. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so.
That's the voice of, what's her name? I forgot already. Silver's sister, who's an alien. Even though I don't think we are going to see her anymore. So, nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive right back into Coffee Talk. And like I said, hopefully we'll be able to finish it. And I might have to open a guide, but we shall see. Hold on a second. Hey, it's Rachel. Alright, so we got Georgie here. Funny cop movies and non-dairy cakes. So that would be like what, Hot Fuzz and Police Academy. It's funny how like the best police comedies are fucking satires. Not that there's anything wrong with that, especially considering that propaganda is a fucking thing. Myrtle. Oh, look at that fucking picture. That's genuinely awesome. Holy shit. That's so fucking cute. Okay, that I can't even. Oh, that's so good. Tom Rad. Miss Rachel. Oops. Sorry. I'm just really excited. I've done it, Tom Rad. Congratulations. No, hold on. I'm going to make sure that. Okay, good. I don't have anything. Congratulations. Done what? The music I'm making with AJ. I told you about it last time, remember? Oh, yeah, you did. I brought it with me. Check it out, will you? Really? Okay. You sure we can play it? What about NDAs and stuff? We're on Twitch. This isn't going to violate TOS, is it? Which, by the way, Coffee Talk soundtrack does, and it's really irritating. Like, I can't even get my VODs up. So I have to put my VODs on YouTube where they don't fucking care. Ironically. Come on, you silly. We're the only ones here. It'll be fine. I mean, the direction has already changed a lot, so. Oh. Never mind that. Let's just play it quick. Oh. go. It's kind of synth wavy. I like it. You know, I could see the Weeknd rocking a track like that. Like legitimately. It's a bop, that's for sure. Oops. What do you think? I was inspired by the drink you gave me. Sweetheart latte, was it? That's right. You compose the melodies? With Amy, yeah. So, like, I know the name like Sweetheart Latte. It expects something a little bit more fun sounding, right? I mean, how's this not? Like, but hearing how you made the drink reminded me of something. Well, the weird thing about the song is the bass line. I will say that. It's a little bit, I won't say it's jarring, but it's definitely different. Like a new lost beginning or thinking about your crush. The sourness of anxiety and the sweetness of a promise. There are a lot of steps to keep the delicate balance going until you get to the point where you decide to confess. I think I see where you're going with this. Yeah, just like the drink, right? It needs the perfect balance of ingredients and temperature to mix properly, doesn't it? Or with curdle, yeah. That's a really interesting take on the name. There's just one thing I'm wondering about. What is it? If this is supposed to be your new single, wouldn't everyone expect to hear your voice? I know, but I'm planning to... Oh. You'll see. How are you, by the way, Tom Red? Just fine. Business as usual. Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night? Hendry? Yeah, he did. Why? He was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Why you ask? He didn't reply to my text last night, so I wonder what he was doing. Ah, I see. You two not see each other often? What do you mean? Just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you'd have been preparing to move out by the time you turned 21. Well, see, I wish I could, but this like, how old was I in 21? That would have been 2010. We had just gotten out of a fucking recession. I had fuck all when it came to money. And 2010's also when I got into a really bad relationship. I'm not going to go into detail about that. You're not wrong in thinking that. But Dad's getting older, you know. He's getting forgetful too, so I'm a little bit worried. Understandable. Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know. None of our extended family even lives in the States. Still wants his jacket, holy shit. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him for now. Right. Jiggle jangle. Oh, hey, it's Riona. It's been a while. I almost forgot some of these names. Holy shit. Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here. Hello. How are you? Sorry, just a second. All right. Huh. Is she all right? Not sure. Hard to tell. Oh, well, I'll just get a drink first. Right. What would you like? I have a cup of milk. 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 Hold on. Milk.
Milk.
That, I love my Go XLR. It's a lot of fun to dick around with. Plus, it's got some nice ass features like fucking motorized faders and shit. Like, you gotta understand, motorized faders, like, are awesome on anything. Yes, Sanix.
Milk.
Ah, dude, really? You have me turn on autotune. All right. Hold on, let me make sure that the request is fulfilled. All right, here we go again. Hey. Oh, hey, it matches with the track really well. Ooh. We making coffee in Seattle. Here you go, a cup of warm milk. Let me turn down the echo a little bit. There's a little bit too much. Thank you. What's up? Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. But it's nothing special, so don't worry about it. Alright, so I turned down the reverb a little bit. So there's a little bit of reverb, but I turned up all the delay just because it's a little distracting. But everything else is good because autotune is the shit, at least when it comes to really funny stuff. And imagine like autotune if I'm playing something like fucking Ghostwire, which is something that's a little more horror adjacent. Or, you know, I'll never do it, but if I ever stream Skyrim, just being like, I'm a bear, roar. Miss, are you alright? No. Oh no. I think... Oh no. Oh, Riona, please don't. What's wrong? That's right, Riona, what's wrong? I've been doing a lot of thinking. Y'all, Riona needs a hug. About what? About my situation. Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be... Oh, man. We're starting tonight's stream out heavy. Of course I think that. I have fucking imposter syndrome and it fucking sucks. Oh, the tea is good though, I'm not gonna lie. What makes you think that, miss? My apologies. I did not mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts? Well, miss, you came to the right place. Of course, let it all... It's great that Rachel is here, in particular. Miss Rachel is right. Feel free. After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas... Mr. Lucas? Lucas, yeah, that Lucas, right. Wait, hold on. All right. Along with my conversations with Tom Rad and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things. I don't feel bad about that, Riona. We've all got, like, our blind spots. I know I have mine. I know. So we're gonna pause for a second. For me, it's understanding that sometimes I forget that even though there is a level of prejudice, we'll say, that I face just because my skin is darker, and that there are a lot of assumptions based on the way I look. I'm also still male, a cis male, and I will never fully, truly experience the sorts of things that trans men have to put up with, trans people have to put up with, that women have to put up with. The constant fear of potentially being attacked or assaulted, especially in a lot of developed societies, or even undeveloped societies, you know? The constant fear of having to look over your shoulder, not being able to walk home or walk places at night by yourself just because it's inherently dangerous if you're a woman. Like, there are some blind spots that I have there as far as that experience is concerned, and I can understand, but I will never fully, truly experience it. And there are people out there who, at the same time, with my case, can potentially understand where I come from, but will never truly experience what it's like to have this assumption that as an Asian, there are certain stereotypes that are associated with it. And you know, never mind the ones that I will admit are funny. Things like that we are good at math, even though I am not. I am remarkably average at math. I just happen to be good at calculating tips and percentages, which is kind of fucked up in a tip society that we have to do that, and that I'm good at that. But nonetheless, or things like calculating, roughly calculating the cost of taxes on top of a purchase. And it's one of those things that, like, and let's not forget, like, other things, like, the Asians are good at everything. I unfortunately do fall into that, but not because I'm Asian. It's because I'm autistic and a savant when it comes specifically to music. And there's things. There's a lot of things. Different blind spots, things that we are not aware of, that, and things that sometimes we forget. And it's crazy to think too, like, and it's crazy, especially considering that the elections are literally this within like 5 days of me talking right at this moment. Things like, for example, if we're talking about the civil rights movement back in the day, Martin Luther King, a black man from the South, could not get a concealed carry permit. And there are people out there who are like, why would Martin Luther King need to carry a gun? Well, considering how he died, I think you have your answer. Never mind the fact that the details that have since come out about his death through declassified government documents from the FBI and the CIA shows that they were instrumental in his death. Never mind the fact that, and not just him, but Malcolm X as well. And never mind the fact that they had scapegoats in play, specifically for Malcolm X in particular. But they had a lot of scapegoats in play who would take the fall, which is fucked. Because the CIA when they are locked in and on their game, unlike when they were trying to kill Fidel Castro, which is cartoonishly funny. But when they are locked in and they have their sights set on a target and they know that they are going to succeed, fucking A, well, they'll get their shit done. Alright, I'm going to put the lid on my mug now. I'm thinking too, so because I live in the basement, where I have my water heater, my little hot water dispenser, and the fact that I get spiders and centipedes down here, fucking A. I thought about having honey down here. The thing that's stopping me is I don't want like jar honey, because I feel like that's just going to attract the wrong kind of pests. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm probably going to get like the honey sticks, which would be good that I just pour some out into some of the tea that I drink and stuff. Also, I'd like to point out, it's a little strange that Coffee Talk, the first game, is like classified by Twitch very specifically as a mature content game, but the second Coffee Talk isn't. And I gotta say, some of the subject, I mean, both games have a lot of heavy subject matter, but I do think that the second one deals with some pretty heavy shit, more so than the first. Especially when dealing with things like prejudice and discrimination and racism and oppression and things like the government's treatment of quote-unquote undocumented people, which if you have followed the stream and if you've played the game, you understand the importance of that. And even how when you look at someone like Georgie, who is a cop who's also minority, which is interesting, you know? So let's continue on with the dialogue that we're having with Riona. Also, would like to point out, yes, a top-tier waifu is Riona. I do wonder... I want to see what her Tomoda Chill profile is like. I still think though that this is great. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I can't not like that. But yes, I have Riona. Yeah, like Riona is definitely top tier waifu. Seriously. Like the picture alone is just like, yep. Because I love musical characters. And like, Rachel is too, but she's young. Like, she's too young. Way too young for me. Whereas Riona, like, she seems about, yeah. Plus, like, the fact that she has, like characters with exotic eye colors. Just, There are certain things that are, like, bonus points when it comes to, like waifu and husbando for me. Like, with husbando, if they're androgynous, like, fucking A, it's not even, like, it's over. Like, it's not even, it's almost as the husbando is immediately. But, like, characters with exotic eye colors, characters with red eyes, so Pura from Tears of the Kingdom makes it onto the waifu list. But, of course, Pura is just hot in general, as far as, like, her adult form. Regardless of whether it's her Tears of the Kingdom appearance or her Age of Calamity appearance. Both of them, holy shit. Like the fact that she has red eyes and glasses, those are like 2 bonus points. Characters with exotic sclera colors, like Riona, she has black sclera with dark gray eyes. Is a winner. Characters with cat eyes, little characters with fangs. Those are all like not requirements, but bonus point things, right? Characters who are goths, or punk. And what makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose. I mean, the first step is realizing that we have these blind spots, Rihanna. Ignorance on purpose. What do you mean? Seriously, y'all, Rihanna needs a hug. Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. And we would like to point out really good connections. That's the thing that a lot of people forget when it comes to a lot of artistry is, and the unfortunate truth is, and I fucking hate that it works like this, it's also about who you know. Which, as someone who fucking hates networking, like, I hate that is how success really is determined. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed. Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it. And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Yeah, but, like, you can't say, though, like, if it's something that you don't know, and you know you don't know, and you know that, well, I should say, and you know that you didn't know, and you are making the effort to try to learn and know, you can't necessarily fault that. Like, well, like a good example are, like, reformed white supremacists, right? Some of it, I mean, obviously, like, especially if you're part of, like, groups like the KKK, you're deep in that shit. And then hearing stories of, like, folks who are reformed to come out of it, like, things like the realizations that they have. And, you know, I don't know any examples off the top of my head, but I have read plenty of articles, and some of that shit's harrowing, right? Like, you have to understand that, like, when your entire worldview is rocked to the core like that, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying it's right, because, like, you know, fucking racism, right? But, like, when your core beliefs, because a lot of white supremacists honestly believe that as a white person, that they are inherent, whatever the reason may be, that they are inherently superior, and then to be challenged in that way, and then realize that everything that you knew was wrong. That's literally world-shattering shit, right? And that's an extreme example. Like, let's talk about my own example where, you know, when I... And there are still parts of me that, you know, like the imposter side, the negative side, the dark voices in my head that say that I am much too old to find success as a musician. Not remembering that, number one, Pete and Baz are a thing. Like, two South London grandpas who have started rapping in their 70s, right? Like, you know, or, you know, actors like, say, Morgan Freeman, who did not get their big break until their 50s. Now, hopefully it won't take me that long, because holy shit, my body can only undergo so much abuse. And, you know, even in my 30s now, I feel much older than I should. And even if I were to work out and get back in shape, I think there's still parts of me that are just like, nah, bruh. Like, this shit ain't working. But nonetheless, let's keep on going, because we're going to be here all night. Mr. Lucas also, though I do not fully understand his content, he is successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself. Because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo. But, like, hold on a second. Like, you're actually trying, though, like, stubborn perhaps, and stuck in certain ways, but it's not like you weren't trying, like you weren't in some ways, not a lot, in some ways not putting yourself out there, but also putting yourself out there. To the point that I no longer strive to, oh no. And now see, that's a very different mindset to have. Are you really though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right? I've been trying, yes. But have I been trying my best? That's debatable. And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid. I mean, come on, the internet's a fucking cruel place, right? Like, again, my own example. On Twitch, I was there during the height of the hate raids. Like the fact that I had the tech savvy and know how to fight it, but not everybody has those resources or the know-how, you know? Afraid. I understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations. Along with my lack of... Wait. You didn't mention that part. Not like it matters, by the way. But you didn't mention that. And for the simple fact... Okay, now hold on a second. Hold the phone. You know, I never let the fact that I'm Cambodian stop me from being a rapper. I should say, an English language rapper. You gotta bear in mind, I've rapped live. And I've done it consistently. So in fact, I can, like, one of the verses in my head, I can rattle it off right now. Like, that I used to do all the time. At live shows. I'm truly fine with all that. I really am. Because all of it is a pain that I am already familiar with. And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I am having to face unfamiliar rejections again. Having to get used to new pain all over again. Just might be difficult. Miss. I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to. Miss Fiona, would you please allow me to make you a drink? It's on the house. But Comrade insists, right? Right. What was the pie you ate the other day? The blueberry hibiscus mint pie? Did you like it? I did, quite a lot actually. That'll make something special just for you. Could you tell me its flavor profile? Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of the hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. Alright. I got the guide up. I got this. So, we definitely know it's got to have hibiscus in it, right? So, considering that it's very sweet, we're just going to do hibiscus honey and mint. And it's cool and sweet. Yep. Brrr. Blueberry hibiscus pie with quotations. One pie in a cup coming up. Yeah, these are all well, some of them, not all of them, but there are some operas there. I still can't get over this picture. It's so good. Berry blue hibiscus pie. A dessert drink made from steeped hibiscus, mint, and specially prepared ingredients. Honey blueberry cordial with a touch of vanilla. Alright, now hold on. Hey. Wow, Tomer, that's so extra. I know. It kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Yo, imagine, like, you go to a coffee shop and you're feeling down, and your barista makes this fire-ass beverage that even has, like, a lattice pie crust over one side of the cup. Yo, that coffee shop would get 7 out of 5 stars for me. Like the amount of work I feel like that would go into making that would be insane. And like, you'd have to be a fire ass barista to be that good. It really is. Well done, Tomrad. Are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer? It's not a pie filling. So we make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one in hand. Sure. It's not a pie filling, trust me. It's not. It's nice. Thank you. You're very welcome. What's on your mind? Oh no, let me put my slippers back on. My footsies are getting a little cold. Temperatures are dropping in Minnesota. Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point. Well, what was it? Huh? Your driving force before you started questioning it. Holy shit, what a line that is! I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice. Damn! Whether it's society's or my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind. I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right? Pardon? Reaching that goal can be done a lot of ways. Like politics. Huh. You're not wrong, but... That was just an example, jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people. I mean... I hate how true that statement is. Holy shit. Hey. But that's not what you want to do, is it? My heart trembles for the opera. That is why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it is also time for me to consider expanding my horizons. Oh? I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain. I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that. What are you going to do now? I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer. Lucas? He's an influencer who's been coming here recently. Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait! You know him? Not closely, but I think we follow each other on Tomochill. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean... Yep. Yeah, Lua, which I think this will go full green by the end. But Aqua and Myrtle, unfortunately, I think I fucked up that. But that's fine. We'll go back. If we finish that, we'll go back and finish that story, to quote Cody Rhodes. It's the same Lucas, I mean. What was the offer for? I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents. To showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront. In other words, give them a platform to shine. Sorry. I'm taking a moment to... my foot was really itchy, so I was trying to... It's hard to get at it when I got slippers on, but nonetheless. I rub my eyes, holy shit. I see. So if you reject this offer, call him. Huh? Or text them, tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, that's his loss, isn't it? I'm not sure it'd be his loss necessarily. Shh, shh, shush. That reminds me of the South Park, was it Stick of Truth? When you go into Canada. Trying to find Terrence and Phillip. Just do it. Do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Text him. Yeah. Oh, okay. He responded. What did he say? He told me to stay here. Because he's coming here soon. Huh. Does he live, like, nearby or something? No, not really. But it seems there's some things to do around here. I see. What a great coincidence. It means you can clear things up in person. You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel. Just call me Rachel, will you? All right. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it's been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune. Oh shit, you lived in a commune! We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect themselves from the outside world. Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we would all work together as one. Yeah, that's kind of what a commune is. It's an intentional community. Like gears in a machine. Interesting. I didn't know that. But you left the commune, correct? Yes. Was it difficult? Yo, dog. Leaving a commune is hard. I'll say this now. No, because we're not a cult. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's okay. Communism is simply a defense mechanism for the distant past. So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around is it because many still choose to remain in the commune? Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. Ooh, that's the T, all right. Damn. It was for that reason I learned to drive. You seem to be fond of driving. I am. It's like having a mobile phone. Ooh. Ooh. The reason why I say ooh is because especially in America with our fucking yank tanks, right? They kind of are mobile fortresses, for better or for worse. For better in the sense that, like, from a defensive standpoint, having something like a 2-ton or like 1.5 ton or 2-ton hunk of metal that you can sit inside. Sorry, I'm tying my slippers. That's why my audio is a little bit different. Like a 1.5 to 2-ton hunk of metal, self-propelled metal, I might add, that you can sit inside, is protective, not just from the elements, but I mean, you could use it as a means to protect yourself from outside forces as necessary. With the big weaknesses being the glass. However, I did say it was also for better or for worse. The problem is that when it comes to people outside who do not have ill intentions, people who are simply, walking down the street, cars are a fucking hazard. Because again, it's a 1.5 to 2-ton piece of metal, self-propelled metal, I might add. And when a 1.5 to 2-ton piece of metal is coming, even not necessarily at high speed, and it hits something soft and fleshy like, a human being, the results generally are not pretty. And it sucks that in America, we could have had the option to have either walkable cities or cities with good public transport. But instead, the lobbyists working for the auto industry, and that's only a small part of it. So I like to point out, there's a lot of city planning that has to go into like public transport and making walkable cities as well. Not to mention that there are some people out there who cannot stand the idea of living in something other than their own home on their own property. And I get it. The issue I have with that is I fucking hate yard work. So, like, goodness sakes. Sorry. I don't know why my feet, or my right foot in particular, and like my right leg, very itchy. It's probably because the air is getting really dry. It's an annoying problem. So that reminds me, I could probably do with some more sneakers. I should probably check out xlfeet.com. By the way, this is not an ad. I am just shouting them out. Shout out to xlfeet.com. If you, like me, have really, really wide feet and you are struggling to find like footwear that fits, check out XL Feet. They are the only place that I have seen that sells 6E wide footwear. I have a pair of work boots that are 9.5, 6E. They are the most comfortable boots I have ever worn. Like, holy shit. It's the first time where I felt like I'm wearing footwear where the sides are not about to blow out because I have extremely wide feet. And they sell footwear of all kinds. Hiking boots, work boots. They cycle tactical boots kind of in and out. Sneakers, athletic shoes. They have a lot of New Balance, which is like one of the only major manufacturers that does super wide sizes. So like the big brands that I know of that they sell are New Balance, Drew shoe, which Drew as a company they tend to make more casual and skate styles, which I do wish I got one of their skate shoes, but they're really pricey, like much more than they should be for some of their shoes. And then the other one that I know of is Wide Load, which sounds like a Yo Mama joke, but in reality they make extremely wide work boots. And man, they do not fuck around when it comes to their boots. Are they pricey? Yes. Are they worth it? Also, yes. Do I wear them? No. Because what are the ones that I have? They might be Drew, but the pair of work boots I have is not Wide Load. It's one of the other brands. But it's nice to know that there are people out there who understand that people with wide feet exist, and there are a surprisingly large number of us. And I got to meet the company founder. He's the guy who owns the store, and he's a big dude. He had an early growth spurt in high school and could not find shoes that fit when he was in high school. And so that led to him, because he had wide feet, so that led to him starting his own shoe store where he sells primarily really wide shoes and footwear. And it's amazing. So shout out to xlfeet.com. Even though it sounds like a foot fetish site, it's actually a shoe store, a footwear retailer, because they sell socks as well for wide feet, and it's really nice. So yeah, which is why I find driving calming, even in traffic. Well, yeah. See, I used to drive for Lyft. That shit fucking sucked during rush hour. Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. So when you said everyone had a specific role, what do you mean by that? So I'm just curious, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, we don't have a Banshee Culture Center anymore. Time to start one then. Perhaps it's best I use a specific example, such as my mother's role. Well, her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods. She's a representative of other communities to discuss things with us. Right. Everyone's work is equal, as it should be. One is in charge of food and drink. Another is in charge of all of our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize the collection of goods. So, does each role only have one bear at a time? No, sometimes there are two or more, depending on the power needed. It's all about balance. I see. Interesting. Oh, what book was it that I read where it was a community of humans living on the moon that literally lived on a gigantic it was a gigantic commune? Does your mom still fulfill her... By the way, Jiggle Jangle, does your mom still fulfill her role to this day? Yes. I would say that must be Lucas who came in. Although, There are times when I wish she would retire. Why? She is doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her. Oh. She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble, but to simply defend the commune. That is such a heavy burden. Yeah, I had an opportunity to live in a commune, and I still kind of do. I'm still part of one, but currently not living directly in it at the moment. Hopefully that'll change within the next 5 years. But back when I was living in one of the more dangerous parts of Minneapolis, the part that got Minneapolis the nickname Murderapolis, not even accounting for the incidents of police brutality, of which we have, unfortunately, a lot of. I was the head of security. And when the unrest came after George Floyd's death, it was a pretty scary moment. And being able to see, y'all about to hear some insights from somebody who was deep in the thick of it. We were 1 block away from one of the streets where a lot of the looting was happening. And I want to preface this by saying, in a country like the United States, where we do not have protections for peaceful protests like there is in France, for example, sometimes their only remaining method left for us is riots. And we know this happened in LA. It happened again in Minneapolis during George Floyd and Derek Chauvin's trial. And I wouldn't necessarily say that was necessarily a shifting point for me, because I by that point I'd already long shifted into becoming a hardcore militant leftist, specifically an anarchist, not a Bolshevist or an authoritarian communist. I'm specifically an anarchist. And seeing that, and I remember that video of the black man in St. Paul who had gotten an award from the SPPD, the St. Paul Police Department, and he was supposed to do like an acceptance speech, and the St. Paul SPPD chief turns the mic over to him, and he takes off his jacket, and there's a Black Lives Matter t-shirt on underneath. And he goes on from his podium to say that we can police ourselves because clearly St. Paul Minneapolis PD are, I'm being sarcastic, totally great at their jobs, especially when it comes to black people. You know, not like we had, you know, like George Floyd and Philando Castile and Dante Wright. And those are only the ones that people have heard of. We've had much more than that. And being less than a block away from all that chaos and violence, and understandably so, a form of retribution or retaliatory violence. To be first-hand witness to a lot of it. It was a harrowing experience, and it's something that I'll never forget in my entire life. It led to me writing an article on Medium about my perspective of being right in the thick of it, especially as someone who is a person of color. And I remember hearing the interviews where, and not that, but A1 Trevor Noah mentioning that for a lot of people, the riots and stuff that were happening were coming from a place of anger. But bearing in mind that the people who were on the streets fighting, they weren't fighting for looting. They just wanted justice. And the fact that it escalated also means that we just ask for even the common courtesy of respect as human beings, as people. And it's to quote NF, it's a cold world out there, kids, grab your coats. But alright, let's continue coffee talk. It is. But she refuses to accept any help offered to her. Yikes. That makes it even worse. Why? Because it becomes her identity, I think. Oh, you're here. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I am surprisingly really tired. Hopefully I don't fall asleep on stream like I did those many moons ago. It wasn't that many moons. Many weeks ago. Yeah, hi lady. Sorry. I was starting to wonder when you were going to say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Rihanna's story. Fine by me. It is as Mr. Lucas said. I thought we were already past all that formal stuff, am I wrong? Well, you still call her lady. But, well, I mean, she is, but, you know. Shh, the lady is speaking. Oops, okay, yeah, sorry. It is, as Lucas said, our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Oh. So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. Yeah, I can imagine. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done. I mean, yeah. That shit destroys a person, you know? Right. That's when I understood why she was angry, too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all of that, oof. Tough. I know my beard is itching. What the fuck, y'all? Must be really dry as shit. I guess I can relate in some ways. Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, though nowhere near as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid. Bruh, really? Mid. It's weird how they are viewed like that. Like mediocre in all ways aside from being pretty and cute. Nope, I take that back. I totally get why that's the thing. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but I get it. Oh shit, how's that song go again? Na 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 na. Let me get my money right. That's old Kanye. Before he got off his meds. Such a shame. Anyways. Right, where was Lane, I think. Right. Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? What is it? How much of our survival instincts turn into bad stereotypes? Sorry, I was thinking back to the dress screens back when I was in the military. Why we were green? Actually, forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, the train that would be cool if we put the logo. I suppose on the upper right side. Anyways. Ooh, I'm gonna take a sip of tea real quick. I say sip, I just finished the cup. I don't know if I should brew another one, we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. How much, oh, right. How much of our survival instincts turn into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone. Man, this is like one of the heavier days. We've only made, I think, 1 or 2 drinks, but holy shit. so good to do. It feels so good to do that. Anyways. Let's see. Shit, what was I thinking? Something about, what was I thinking? Wait, what was I? I was just thinking of something. All right. Things have changed so much for everyone, which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? Yeah. So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions? Damn. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. Hey. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say that's I was just thinking of a maze that has an island that it's tricky to do the follow the one wall. Anyway, I'm losing my mind slightly. All right. That's why many folks choose to reduce their worlds to the size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I forgot, I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume. I don't because, wait. Shit, what was that last line that he said? Last line? I mean, nothing from how everyone chooses stuff. Oh, already, right. Huh? Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. Like the douchebag idea that I have. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story. That makes sense. Poor, Rihanna's kind of like monkey in the middle. Perhaps I should no. I'm trying to think, like looking ahead, because I got like NaNoWriMo and stuff this month. Just thinking of like, how like, what was I doing again? I'm making fun of M&M for their Lewin for their lame ass. Okay, we all need to survive, I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. I mean, yeah, like, some things. Things we do, the principles we hold. All of it has an impact on others. Yeah. I'm outdated in both. What I was trying to say. In one way or another. Sorry. Right? Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, by the way. Did Pops contact you, lady? I'm sorry, not. You know, about the tree. Sorry. Why is my beard so itchy? It might actually be because of the dry air, which sucks. Anyways. Oh, he did, but... A what, tree? Hip? Wait. What tree? It's a long story. Hold on one sec. I wonder what I should do with my, I have, I was just thinking that I have, a little statue, doesn't do a good job setting up anymore. Alright, hold on a second. My beard itches. Sure, keep your smelly. Hold on. No, this is perfect. You should listen too. The more exposure this gets, the better. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I'm having a moment. Oh, so you're going to tell me? From the very beginning. But before I forget, Wait, did you have something to say to me? A starter ride? Yeah, noob decks like that are a godsend for, especially for people who are brand new to the game, who don't quite understand how it works. Having things like a Sesame One guiding them to make the right decisions. Oh, scratching the back of my head. You know how you get that one itch, you finally scratch it, it's like this huge release? Yeah, that's what that felt like. Oh, sorry. Should have muted there. Oh, alright. Ooh. Hold on. Sorry, I muted myself so I didn't get all my hilariously auto-tuned coughing. Lady, do you have something to say to me? Oh. Since you texted me and all. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Go on, Riona, say it. Oh. So, about your show. 1 second, I gotta... What the hell? Yeah, you're in, right? Are you still unsure about the format? Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so kind of. Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase. I was trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure. Man, I would have loved to run a podcast. The problem is I wouldn't. Well, actually, I say that. Wouldn't know what to talk about. Nah, I got plenty to talk about. I would, however, be reticent to do a political podcast because I feel like that would be. I feel like that would ruffle way too many feathers for one. Because I can only deal with so much negativity anyway. So to have to deal with that plus YouTube comments, but nonetheless. Well, YouTube and whatever comments, regardless of the platform. Anyways. Wasn't then I'll let you know for sure. What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests? Oh, curious, aren't we? Heh. Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city and beyond. If it takes off, but let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off. That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be. Tut tut, I might not know the exact format yet. But all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already. Sorry, I had another cough coming. I had to mute myself. Really? What are they? Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily, too. Oh, yeah, don't remind me. Something doesn't appeal to them immediately. They just click away. So, how to keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask? Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. He's gone full sales mode. The first one being the format itself. Which, ironically, is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyway, our proper format has good consistency. Keep it the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience and makes things easier for the creator, too. Makes sense. The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything, really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentialer. Because even singing will need more than one song, right? Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. That's true. Right? Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figured it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all. Oh. You get what I'm saying? I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss. Yeah, like locations, events, history. Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet. Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover. Makes sense. What's next? Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone. If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. But since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it. Because people do not like change? That's right. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded. And can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like, say, if we cover musicians, they'll go to their sites or live shows. Fucking A, yes. Some cool neighborhood project, they'll be eager to check it out. Cool coffee shop, hi. They'll be interested in visiting. Wink, wink. Oh. Anyway, you all know what I mean. The next thing is audio quality, great visuals and edits, you know the drill. Of course. And the last thing you need for a good show is... me. I don't know about that. That's the one part I'm not sure of. Sorry, I'm taking a moment. I'm scratching an itch. So give me a moment to try to take care of this. Whew, there we go. Oh, wait, I think, hold on. I should, take a really quick break here, because I have laundry, and I don't want it to sit, so hold on, give me a second. Let me wrap up what I'm doing at this current venture. I was gonna say, thinking about it, we're on a weird tangent here. I'm a big dude, right? And one of the things that kind of sucks about towels is that a lot of them are not big enough. So I gotta use like a fucking bath sheet, like a big ass bath sheet, because it's big enough to cover my large size when I come out of the shower. All right. Now, that being said, one second. All right. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. I'm going to go switch my laundry real quick. So give me 1 second. All right. Turns out the dryer load wasn't fully completed yet, so got to run that again. All right, my feet were getting warm, so I'm taking my slippers off. All right, here we go. Hey, what's the awkward silence? Oh, hold on. I took my teeth out because I had a few snacks too while I was at it. Put my teeth back in. I mean personality and smarts. It's weird how, like, when you have front teeth, it's easier to say S's. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relate information well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy? Resourceful, huh? Really? Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh? I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city, so... Oh, I see how it is. But you really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed. Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though, I'll tell you that. Huh? Rumor has it that your manager's trying to get your old girl band back together. Holy shit! How does he know that? Hendry didn't mention this. How does he know that? And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it. Oh, really? How did you hear that? I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise. Oh, okay, I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already. Oh? Because I won't be in the show. What? Oh, why? Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new us to show we've grown. Ah, I get that 100%. That's too bad. Why? I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You're able to read the room with sensitivity. I mean, she is a cat. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program. You think so? Aw, I'm flattered. You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know? Yes, I understand that very well. And you want to be our first guest? Me? Why? But you wanted to highlight independent artists. Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel? Hey. 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 Yeah, that side project. So you actually have a side project. Well, yeah, but I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. How about a new channel, will you? You wish. We're very busy, Nikomimi. But, maybe. Whoa! What is it, Tom Red? I thought your plan was to have Miss Fiona as your first guest. Oh. Well, about that. I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but... Oh! You know, the funny thing is, I was kind of thinking that, actually, instead. Because it might actually work. I was kind of hoping you'd be my co-host instead. Watching her light up. Oh my goodness. What? Me? I was gonna ask you later, but Tom ran over here, cornered me something fierce. Oops. Sorry. Why me? I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot. And all of your stories are so damn interesting. Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality. Like contrasting hosts, huh? Yeah, what's more, she's not nervous talking in front of a camera at all. Well, she is a performer. I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later if you want to be my co-host. Only if you're interested, of course. I might need a moment to consider. This is a golden opportunity. Of course, take your time. However, if you are open to receiving input. May I throw in an idea for the format of the show? Real? Of course you may. And I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed. Okay. Yeah, the night's still young anyway. Screen fade to black. Candle of tea. A silky but spicy beverage that soothes furious emotions and brings dormant joys back to life. It's a new day, yes indeed. Monday, October 2nd, 2023. It's a month ago now, holy shit. The Evening Whispers. Goblin Lab shut down. Researcher to finally stop experiments after 1,304 incidents. Yikes. Users up to Chill's new stories feature. It needs a longer duration. The piece of halfling advice that's seared into my memory. I kind of want to know what that is. Oh, shit. All right, hold on a second. I need to check my Tomoda Chill. Hold on. Okay, that's legit cool. I like that. Oh, that's Rachel in the background. I mean, what the hell? Like, who's that flip? Like, that's funny. Here it is, Down to Ride, Vlog 1, Mystery Adventure with my super co-host. Hey, they did it. No delivery today. It's all Lucas, Rachel, and Riona. Oh, Riona's got a new... Hold on, Riona's got a new picture. Yo... Wait, no, never mind. That's one of her old ones. That's cool, though. Oh, wait, no. I forgot. I got auto-tune, which means I can't do the voice changer, the deep voice changer. So I drove him around while he was nursing his broken heart. I really don't know why we're discussing my sad stories right now. Eyes on the happy couple. Oh, it's the wedding! That's why the lights are out. Wasn't sad so much as cute, though. But it's true that you and Mr. Bailey should be in the spotlight, Miss Lua. Or just in the light. Sorry, I'm trying to get to the switch. Ow! My apologies, Mr. Gala. You're literally solid, like a wall. I'll take that as a compliment. Here we go. Hey! Oh, look at the newlyweds. You all found a way to a seat. I'm impressed. We've been here often enough that we know the place like the back of our hand. He's wearing a gold watch as well as hide. Also, damn that outfit. That's what it means to have regular stomach. So it does. Now, shall we get the celebration started? Please, I'm so excited. That's adrenaline for you. Hang on to that feeling. You call it adrenaline. I call it deep, passionate, irresistible fascination for her husband. Hey, don't get too cocky, Mr. Miller. Oh, are you taking Lua's last name, Bailey's? Oh, no, we're keeping our last names. But I'll be Mr. Miller if it pleases Mrs. Miller. Anything to make you happy. Oh, you always make me melt. Disgusting, he said, wiping off his tears. How many times must I tell you? It was the city hall flowers that made my allergies flare. Liar! Sure, let's go with that. This would be the perfect time for some drinks. I wouldn't say no to something hot for sure. And to something sweet. To something decadent and chocolatey. But let's keep it fresh. There's enough sweetness here to give me a sugar rush. Alright, so I think I know what it is. So, in summary, sweet and chocolatey with some freshness to it, please, Tomrad. So that is the I think it's the after midnight, which we don't have the recipe for yet. So that's chocolate, honey, and mint. So we do the chocolate powder, honey, and mint. Bread. The after midnight. This is inspired by a sweet evening treat. Hoping the drink is to your liking. I love it. It's very unique and festive. That is comforting. Exactly what I had in mind. It's fine. High praise from Hyde. You know it. It tastes a bit British. Have you ever been to that side of the pond, Tomrad? I did a bit of traveling in my day. Maybe we ran into each other in the past. Maybe we did. Passing each other like two ships in the night, before meeting in the morning. That's very lyrical. Hey, I blame the mood on you two. All I know about the UK is that British werewolf guy. Yes. He went absolutely wild during Fury. But even then, he would beg the wall's pardon after putting his fist through it. Sounds about right. And I imagine you two became great friends. Now, you know rude vampires are much more my type. Hey. Actually, no, I'm not offended. Rude vampire and proud of it. That would look great on a t-shirt. Awesome idea. I'll consider that for a Christmas gift. Huh. Right. I guess we should raise a toast. Does anyone want to make a speech? Someone? Tomrad, maybe? I don't think I'm the right person to give speeches. You definitely are. Yes, if you want to, we'd love to hear you. In that case, thank you for choosing to come to this cafe, Miss Lula, Mr. Bailey's. And thank you for making us feel a true part of your lives. Hear, hear. You'll always be a part of our lives now, Tomrad. Absolutely. Short and to the point. Good speech. Your turn, Hyde. Really? Ah, well, fine. Thank you and Bailey's for entertaining me and making me consider a counseling career, however briefly. You're a good bunch. That means a lot, Hyde. You've been a very good friend to us. Don't think we're forgetting about you, Gala. Speech time. Right. I don't know you as well as Tomrad, guys. I haven't helped you nearly as much as Hyde did. But despite that, you've made me feel welcome. You've immediately made me feel part of your family. May this warmth that you show others always reflect this joy in the family you're starting today. It's a very sweet speech, actually. Like, that was really, like legit. Oh, Gala. Thanks, man. Really? To the happy couple. To the happy couple. To the happy couple. Hey, complete Lou and Bailey's good story arc. Hell yeah, we did it. Here, I'll just show you again, Mr. Hyde. Comrade, my dear comrade. Never think that you're out of reach of my retribution. I do apologize if we want to stop soft drinks here. Some bubbles would have befitted the occasion. A little bit of the bubbly. Don't worry about it. As far as I'm concerned, it suits me just fine. Yeah, we're not really drinking booze these days. Oh? Speaking of starting a family, just in case, you know. Y'all are fucking. And I'm avoiding it in solidarity. That's nice, you guys. Rooting for you. Thanks, Gala. Just imagine. Little purple elves with horns running around everywhere. And thanks, I think, Hyde. I aim to please. Personally, I'm fine with soft drinks as well. Never liked the stronger stuff. He's not lying. I never saw him touch it. Is there a specific reason why not? It's fair. I just don't like the taste. Never got used to it, and never particularly tried to. People assume I like to drink, especially since I'm a big burly dude, I guess. But nope. Assumptions like that are annoying to me. I like that you look at it just as a taste among other Scala. Sometimes I want to taste wine, and sometimes I just want tomato juice. Definitely, booze just becomes this big social thing. But I, for one, wish there was a better range of soft drinks. I was a very expensive restaurant a while ago. They had a soft drink pairing option. They imported some alcohol-free vermouth, homemade some fruit juice. All tasted really nice and unique. But then they also had edible robots. And they made a miniature forest on vegetables and dark chocolate. Wow, why did you go to a place like that? Oh, a while ago with my family. Back when we were still in touch. Hey. I'm okay, sweetie. Well, I make a mean cocktail. There's a hard version and a soft version. In the hard version, I use vodka. The soft version, I don't use vodka. Fair enough. What else goes into it? A little bit of basil, some lemon juice, a pinch of salt, tonic water. That sounds like something I would enjoy. Wait for it. And, of course, a big dollop of fresh blood. Here it comes. O type, preferably universal donors and all that. Yuck. I think this is a joke. Hope this is a joke. And this is why he never gets invited to parties. What do you mean? I'm invited to all the parties. Thank you so much for being with us, the three of you. Thank you for having us. It was fun to meet your friends from work, Bailey's. And your sister, Lua. She's got a very strong character. I respect that. She's impossible, you mean. But I love her to bits. Yeah, she took a while to warm up to me at first. Oh, just a year. Or 3. She probably wanted to make sure you were right for her baby sister. Yes, that was definitely the reason why. She always thinks of me as some sort of softie that she needs to protect. Well, I mean, compared to her, Gala is a softie. I'd say Gala is a softie compared to many people. Fair enough. But yes, I think she can take him when he's under fury. Wow! If Tom Red ever moves out and I'm out of my specialty, I can ask for your sister's number, I guess. You would have to hurry, or you'll have to step over your primary school friend, Bailey's. Morocco? I thought I caught him staring at her. I bet they didn't leave it at staring. The two witnesses, delightfully cliche, isn't it? You seem to be enjoying the gossip very much, Mr. Hyde. Of course I do. That's how I take my best pictures. Longing glances touches filled with pent-up desire. Scorn dissimulated in a smirk. Hopefully you've captured some pictures of our lovebirds, too. Ah, yes. I really can't wait to see them. Well, that's the downside of film. I know. But it will be worth it, so I'm happy to be patient. Good girl. In that case, I have a little reward for you. Oh shit, it's a Polaroid! Oh shit, that's a good shot, too. Look at his hair with his pomade. Compared to whatever the fuck this is. Oh, look at this, babe. This is amazing. What a beautifully captured moment, Mr. Hyde. Yes, truly. Thank you again for doing this, Hyde. Don't mention it. I had an alright time doing it. You can keep this if you want. It's just a Polaroid, but... no. It's absolutely lovely. By the way, this is one of the cool things that I learned from the first Life is Strange. Maxine Caulfield was onto something with her Instamax Polaroid method of photography. There's something to be said about taking advantage of the weaknesses of the Instamax cameras, things like the fixed focal point, fixed focus, and all that stuff. There's like an artsy quality to it, you know? It looks so friendly and warm. Like the wedding we always wanted to have. Yes, well, instead of sitting the come on here. Come on. Oh, fuck. Yes, once we sifted through the fucking English superfluous details. I love that you guys figured that out in the end. And I love this picture. Do you only have the one, Mr. Hyde? Why, Tom Rand? You wanted me to frame it and hang it on your wall? Actually, yeah, something like that. Good thing I saw it coming. If our newlyweds don't object, I have almost the exact same one here for you. No objections whatsoever. Yeah, I've thought. It'd mean a lot to have a little memory of this day hanging around here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, Tom Rand. I'm not sure where we'd be without you. So I think you have decided to embrace photography, Mr. Hyde. It would seem so. Oh, come on, tell them. Tell us what? Nothing's been confirmed yet. They're certainly not going back on it, and you aren't either, right? Of course not. Well then... just tell them the story. It's obvious you're dying to... Sorry, I just hit a part of my eyebrow that has been bothering me. I had like a pimple there, and it's been it hasn't really fully healed, even though it's long since been the pimple has long since been gone, and I just hit it, and it shot pain through my face. You don't have to ask me twice. Hyde has already agreed to shoot another wedding. They're a really sweet couple who's been coming to visit their kid at the hospital. Oh. Little Rose has been... Oh, no. Little Rose has been sick for a while. Doctors think she's going to get better eventually, but no one knows exactly when. So her parents have decided to get married in her room with her. Wow. That's something. That is... Wow. That's a lovely idea. I bet little Rose is thrilled. She is. An entire party next to her bed. Can you imagine? Anyhow, they got to chatting with Hyde, and just like that, he promised to take their pictures pro bono. Very good of you, Mr. Hyde. It's nothing. I could use the experience, so I can milk my modeling ex-colleagues for their wedding pictures. Sounds like a good sounds like good social redistribution to me. Right? Does that mean you're sticking around in Seattle for good, Hyde? I've got the house and I've got the job. And I've got my own pocket werewolf. So it sounds like I'll be staying here a little while. Hey! Complete Hyde's good story arc. So we got almost all of them. The only one we didn't get was Aqua and Myrtle, which kind of makes me feel sad. That's great to hear. How's the house coming along? Taking ages, but it'll look good when it's finished. I'm having it redone from scratch, so it's a process. But as a vampire, my needs are a little particular. Fair enough. I think it's normal to be particular when it comes to your dream home, you know? What would a dream house look like for the two of you? Well, I'm not too sure yet. But we're not repeating the same mistakes. No endless tomato scrolling to look at other people's homes. Definitely don't want Grover House. That would be a disaster. That's an old internet reference. Hey. Something awful. Rest in peace, Something Awful. And no overspending or feeling inadequate on my side. My love. It's alright. I'm glad we talked it all today. Yeah, maybe the eyes. It's fine if I don't learn as much as she does. And if my family doesn't contribute to anything. In fact, Leo's mom told me this. Oh, wow. Told me the same during the wedding. I didn't know you talked about it. Don't worry, it went really well. She said what a monitor hers that I make her daughter that's a good mom. That's a good mom-in-law, y'all. Which is good because that's what matters to me too. And a happy Lil is a Lil who powers through her job. Yeah, I really can't consider slowing down my career. Well, maybe a little. Yeah, when the time comes. But the thing is, I don't mind slowing down my career. What has been the one bringing up the kids' topic? Not that I don't want them, but I was afraid of what it'd do to my work. That makes sense. Women are always expected to do more when it comes to child rearing. Well, not on our couple. We've decided that when we have kids, I'll be a stay-at-home dad. Still do some freelance work, if and when I have the time. Not so much for the money as to keep my brain working. But I'll be taking care of the little ones in our place. You know, I keep thinking how happy I am that I met you and married you. Not many men would have wanted that. You'd be surprised. Times are changing, and so on. Times are making more room for people to follow their wishes. I've known many men who would have rather stayed home with their children than go to work every day and almost never see them. It's one thing to be a father. It's another to be a dad. You two just compliment each other very well. I think so too. Mr. Miller. Mrs. W. I know. Using my family name on you feels wrong. Huh. They'd throw a fit if they heard you do that. They absolutely would. It's almost tempting. But none of that matters so much anyway. As long as we're still Lou and Bailey's. As long as we're still Lou and Bailey's. Hey. Must be one of the stories. Oh, what? Oh, I can't play the video! But it's Georgie. Oh, Freya! Oh, I miss Freya. Hi, excuse me. It sounds like Hyde has found a new way forward. He has, yeah. I'm really happy about that. When I first met him, I thought he was a bit mysterious. And honestly, a bit of a jerk. But he's really quite fragile, isn't he? There's nothing more solid and more fragile than an immortal. Yeah, nothing screws with your head quite as much as having an unlimited time. Even elves with their only longish lives have issues. I can imagine. Werewolves are somewhere between elves and humans. And we also struggle with that stuff. I guess the bottom line is, everyone gets bored and confused once in a while, right? And the longer you live, the more once in a whiles you get. That makes sense to me. I will say, though, I'm mighty happy that he's sticking around. For all that he can be a difficult one, he also makes life a lot more interesting. And we just really get each other after all this time. You two know what I mean. Yes, we really do. At this point, even when we need to take a bit of a time out, we can trust that we'll always find our way back to each other. That's right. You know, he's got a way of finding good people. Hyde, I mean. He liked Tomrad from the start. Not that I've ever disagreed, but he just really got you right away. He's always been kind to me, and perceptive about me as well. And I'm glad he befriended you too. This chat right now is really good. You're alright too, Gala. Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing more of you. Huh, right back at you. Listen to that. It's pouring rain again. I'd be really cold if I didn't have your jacket, babe. But are you okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. I always worry about you. And I guess that's kind of my job now. I don't know if I get to worry about you too. You guys are cute. But you know what's even better than worrying about each other? Not worrying about each other. Point taken. Rating weddings are meant to be good luck anyway. But I was wondering where that came from. Oh, whoops. Sounds like lip savers for the happy couple. To avoid a meltdown if it rains, which must happen often enough. Really? So you don't know? Don't know what? Maybe it's just a thing among elves. Have you heard of it, Tomrad? Are you referring to the Goddess Tears legend? That's the one. Never heard of that. That's actually a whole epic in medieval elven poetry. But I'll give you the short version. Go on, I'm very curious. Alright then. A long time ago lived a powerful goddess. That goddess had many children, but out of her children, one she liked best. Of course she plays favorites. They were the shyest and the quietest. When their siblings screamed for attention, they sat aside and played with clouds. When their siblings tormented each other, they silently looked at the stars. When their siblings ran away from the rain, they waited and watched the rain fall. The goddess thought, even if all my children desert me, this one will always be my side. They are kind and gentle, they will love me and take care of me. She thought of the days ahead and smiled. But one day, as the young godlings sat on the edge of a cloud pondering the world, a gust of wind blew on them and they lost their balance. Oh no. Don't worry, it's not a sad story. Alright then. Carried by the wind, they floated down to the ground, and immediately they were astonished. There were so many things about them that they'd never seen before. They were both delighted and lost, and they stood rooted in place for many human eras, until a human found them there. Shall we call the godwing Aeon and the human Ray, just for clarity? That's gonna help me for sure. I get lost without names. Alright, Aeon and the Ray it is. Ray walked up to Aeon and, finding them stunned, guided them forward. They took them to their village and showed them how they lived their life. As days passed by, Aeon started talking to Ray. They discussed stars and planets, clouds and suns. They talked of harvests and young children, of famines and old men. They talked of time and of eternity, and as they looked into each other's eyes, they found both the briefest of moments and the longest era in there. That's how they both knew they were in love. They decided to get married, but both of them wanted the assent of their family. Ray got it without any trouble. Their family were quite fond of Aeon by then. But when Aeon went to see their mother, the goddess... That old hag? Huh? Give her a chance, my love. She improves. But yeah, at first she wasn't thrilled. In fact, she was outraged that her favorite child should be taken away from her. That reminds me of someone. I promise you, she's a lot better than my mother. Anyway, she got really angry and she told Aeon, get married if you wish, but if you do, get married. And you shall wither and die just like your fiancé. Yuck. And to nobody's surprise at this point, Aeon said, I'm alright with that. What's eternity if I can't have Ray by my side? Down to get married they went. For many hours the goddess was angry and shouted. Then for many more hours she was despondent and sulked. Then finally she turned an eye onto the ground to look at Aeon and Ray. They were in the field where Ray had first found Aeon. They wore garlands of flowers and they were surrounded with people they loved. And for the first time, Aeon wasn't quiet at all. They were singing and dancing, their eyes sparkling, their hair floating in the wind, and the goddess saw that for the first time in an eternity, their child was happy. She regretted her better words then. But a goddess's words, once spoken, isn't easily broken. In sadness for her child's mortal days, she started crying, and one by one her tears hit the earth in a thick cloud of rain. But instead of worrying about it, Aeon and Ray danced with it, and so the goddess said, for each tear of mine that falls into you, may you live another year. And even as your hair turns grey and your skin turns parched, may that year you see both dancing and singing still in love with each other. And according to Ibs, that's how we came to be. But I think that's a bit far-fetched. That's a beautiful ass story. Holy shit, my eyes are watering. What a good story. Holy shit. That's an amazing story, actually. My love, are you tuning up? It's nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say right now, because I don't have face cam. Y'all can't see me wiping my eyes right now. And I tell you, man, this comes from a guy. I get emotional for a lot of things. Believe it or not, mainly watching anime, and but it's rare for me to get emotional in a game. And I will say the one game that broke me hard, and what sucked was it happened on camera back when I used to be a Let's Player on YouTube. You can't find the video anymore. I've since long deleted it my old channel, but it was Life is Strange, the first one. And I did so there's two endings, right? Spoilers. I did the ending where Max goes back in time to save the town, and Chloe dies. And Max, having experienced all that wonderful time and all those memories that only she will ever know because she went back in time to alter the timeline. And what's crazy is that there's actually 2 parts to Chloe's death. If you've ever played the game, you know that when Max goes all the way back to when they're kids and alters the timeline so that Chloe's bio dad doesn't die, it causes a butterfly effect, which leads to Chloe being bound to a wheelchair as a quadriplegic. And you actually kill her because she can't this is really sad, but she is unable to bear with living in a wheelchair anymore as a quadriplegic and seeing the burden that it has on her parents. So you as Max actually help her in that timeline commit suicide, but then you go back in time to restore the timeline you were at. But what sucks is, as you know, it happens again, and the big storm hits the town. You have the option of either letting the storm destroy the town and end up killing a bunch of innocent people, or going back in time and altering the timeline all the way back to the start of the game, where Max ends up hiding in a bathroom where Chloe gets shot and killed. And I tell you, I heard that gunshot and it broke me. Even though Chloe as a character was very she was very selfish, and she had a lot of anger, right? And she was so driven by finding her friend who had we had found out had been murdered, and so driven by it, and was kind of a jerk about it, and I don't want to call her the B word because I feel like that's unfair. But Chloe as a character, despite all those negative attributes, that she's selfish and impulsive, that she's a little self-centered and rude, and understandably very punkish in mindset, things like anti-cop and anti-authority, which is one of the things I do agree with about her. But someone who is impulsive and doesn't really do things without thinking of the consequences, she was still like a good friend to Max. And the reason why I chose the ending where Chloe dies is because as they're standing on that outcropping, the storm is about to hit the town and destroy everything. Chloe has a redemption moment. And it's very heavy. And I to be honest, I would love to play Life is Strange 2, even if for no other reason other than Alex Chen is literally hot as fuck. Like, holy shit. Like, Alex Chen is like so fucking dreamy. I can't even deny, like, she is she's like everything that I would want in someone. Like, including like all the bonus stuff that aren't like requirements. Things like she looks great in glasses. Like, she's a musician. She's creative. Like, she's a nerd. Like, she's compassionate and empathetic. Like, but also, I love Alex Chan from Alex Chan. Alright, take a drink. You know what? Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna crack open one of my soybean drinks. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Hold on. Let me go to my mini fridge real quick. Y'all can't hear me all that much. Hold on 1 second. Alright, got a can of Yeo's here. Yeo's sweetened soy milk. And, yeah. Made with Canadian whole soybeans. Manufactured for YHS Singapore. Limited. 3 Sunoco Way, Singapore 758057. www.yeos, so spelled yeos.com.sg. The SG stands for Singapore. So I'll crack this open. I'll take a drink. So thanks for the redemption, Sanix. Much obliged, my friend. And yeah. So did I mention Sanix that I actually ended up buying the I ended up buying an AR-180 upper receiver. So this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna do a little bit of gun talk really quick here. But let me take a drink first. Oh, good shit. Yeah. So I got the AR-180 upper. I need to get the lower. I'm probably gonna go with arrows lower, arrow precision, because the arrow lower has a tension screw in it that because sometimes like the fitment isn't like perfect when you get an upper, even from the same brand. If you get an upper and lower, even if they are like the same brand, sometimes the it still rattles a little bit when the pins are in. So the arrow precision lower has a tension screw. I think it's in the trigger guard. No, it's behind the grip. No, wait. Where the heck? Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to pull this up really quick. The arrow precision lowers. Well, I guess strip lowers. So I'm probably going to get the M4E1 lower. And, I know it has that, if only I could see it. Maybe if I found the, hold on, let me see if, or is it where the grip, where the heck is that? Yeah, in any case, the arrow lower does have a tension screw in it that allows for, the tightening of the lower receiver to the upper receiver so it doesn't rattle or shake or anything. I also just noticed that the arrow lower is also ambidextrous, which is interesting because getting a fully ambidextrous AR, barring the ejection port, is kind of a more specialized thing. So, and think about it, I might actually end up getting their safety selector and their takedown pins. Even though I think maybe the KNS precision ones are better, but whatever. Anyways, let's go back here. It's nothing. You're just really beautiful sometimes. You're a born legend teller, Mr. Baileys. That was an astonishing rendition of that story. Yeah, that was epic. I'm gonna look at Rain. I'm not gonna look at Rain the same way now. It's just a silly legend. It's not silly at all. And you're right, the goddess is a lot better than your brother. Told you. My history with Rain is a lot simpler. I just really love it when it rains outside and you're all warm indoor. I mean, yeah. I mean, getting that ability to just cozy up in a nice warm blanket wrapped in a... If you're one of those types who likes to wrap yourself in a cocoon of blankets, shout out to you, because, like, that's the shit, right? And, yeah, so being inside when it rains out, especially if you're sleeping, it's the worst because you don't want to get up. Yeah, I've also been a cozy feeling. My bedroom when I was a little girl was on the top floor. Really? So I could hear the rainfall at night when I was in my bed. It was great. I wish we lived in a world where everyone had that. A place to be safe while the rain falls outside. For sure. Is that... Wait. I don't know if that's a cat or Nekomimi. Rachel, is that you? Oh, look, here's another someone who's safe from the rain right now. Ooh, that's a very wet little guy. I'm just imagining a wet cat. Wet cats always look so angry. Poor Gala, did he just shake rain all over you? Nope, that's the actual cat. He did a little, but that's fine. He's a cute one. What's he doing here, though? He live here? I don't know he live here. Is he your cat, Comrade? I know, but he's been around a couple of times. I do remember seeing him a week or so ago. He's not any friendlier than he was then. But he's not as especially aggressive either. Maybe he's adopting this place. Wouldn't be the first. That's pretty much how he got high, too. Now that's an apt comparison. It seems that he might be looking for something, though. Or someone. If that's the case, he hasn't found them yet. Came by another time a few days ago. It was actually quite helpful. But he didn't look settled then either. And there he goes. Very mysterious. I wonder if the cat actually knows. What did I miss? A cat, apparently. Ah, yes. I saw it go. What was that about? We're not entirely sure. Just come by a handful of times. It doesn't seem to stay very long or ask for anything. I was saying that he might be looking for someone. Ah, perhaps he is. In many traditions, cats are depicted as having special foresight. Do they now? Messengers between worlds, so to speak. He may know something that we don't, or see something we can't see. I believe that last one. That's just what they want you to believe. Looking mysterious to get food and cuddles. I was saying that reminds me of someone, actually. No comment. Uh-huh. Anyhow, what was that call about? That was the calling now? Is it? Well, actually, he is a vampire. That was the interior designer about the house. For some reason, he needed to know the exact size of my turn. Huh? As well as whether I wanted walnut or oak. Turntable? I just want floors I can walk on. That's surprising. I thought you'd be more particular about decoration, Hyde. I am particular, in the sense that I want it to look good. But he's got no clue what to do to get there. I mean, you've seen his car. It's not, peak design trends. That car served me right, thank you very much. I remember when a certain werewolf didn't want to drive me around. I shouldn't have brought it up. Truce. What did you have hide with decorating then, gotta? Why, indeed. My job, time. Your job, time, I see. Everyone's a critic, but the truth is, Gala has no understanding of color, material, or shape. I'm a lazy interior designer at best, but Gala's an interior designer's waking nightmare. Not true, I just go for functional things. That's what people say when I've got no taste. Yeah, maybe my taste in vampires is the problem here. I think your taste in vampires is your one saving grace. Ugh. You guys sound like you're gonna be just fine. Indeed. But being like this all together when it's dark and damp, I'm feeling good and safe and home. It's a pretty rare feeling in a kind of public place. I think the kind of is key here. So as I can remember, this has never felt like a strange space to me. It's my space. I remember MySpace. You remember MySpace? I remember MySpace. It's my space that I'm lucky enough to share with other people that I like. I definitely feel the same way. Thanks for that, Tom Rad. I'm glad that's how it feels to you. Our patrons' comfort has always been our priority. Goal very much achieved then. That and also you all are alright. It sounds like everyone's going to be busy with their own stuff for a while. But I can't wait to come back. The fact that my yawn got auto-tuned was really funny. But I can't wait to come back here and see your faces again. Whether in a week or a month or a year, I know it's going to be a good time. Cheers to that. Here, here. Hey. You're all welcome anytime, separately or together. I'm looking forward to hearing what you get up to. We'll definitely pop by to give you news. And to get fury remedies. And to listen in on the drama. Can't wait to welcome you back. Oh shit, the rain stopped. Yo, that's never happened in this game. What? I think the rain is over. And we should have for a while on it, Tom Brad. Yeah, we should all use a dry spell to get back home. Consider the night cold. You go first, guys, or we'll be stepping on each other's toes. Alright. Good night, Tom Rad. Good night. Good night, you two. Off to go. Let's go, darling. Let's. Good night, Tom Rad. Thanks again for being with us. Tonight and on other nights. No, thank you for everything. Truly. Have a good rest, Tom Rad. Will do. I think we can squeeze in one more day before we end the stream because I'm getting hungry. You guys coming? Yeah, just hold the order for me a second longer. Hey, bye. Oh, whoops, Bay. What are you doing? I'm carrying you over the threshold, of course. That's on the way to the home, not on the way out of the bar. I can do both. You're silly. Maybe, but I love you. I love you too. Bustling, busy, and a buzz. People whose thoughts I can hear almost as well as my own by now. Whose success and failures matter to me as much as my own. Suppose that's what it feels like to have a chosen hive. Cough syrup, a cure for a sore throat. Alright, next day, what do we got, y'all? Hold on. So the problem is, we might have to do a quick load here because we are actually coming up on the last day. So what we're going to do is we're going to end the stream on the last day, and hopefully, if I stream, I'm going to try to stream next week. We're going to do New Game Plus, and then we might do something else for the rest of the stream next Saturday, assuming I'm streaming. I'm going to try to, like I said, in November, but November is always really chaotic. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do New Game Plus next week. We'll also get all the good endings. I think I only missed one, which I think is Aqua and Myrtle. That's the only one that I missed. So, but yeah, we're coming up on the last day. But we might have to do a scum load here, depending on what's going to happen here. And you'll understand why in a second. Fire director resigns in the wake of shockingly... What? Really? Heir of American business royalty disowned over choice of wife. Algae, the new invasive species? Question mark. All right. Let's see what we got in Tomato Chill first. What the hell, Silver? That's such a weird photo. In stark contrast, that's actually really adorable. Wow. It's a good looking dude, Gala. Somehow this feels like deja vu. Georgie! Hey. Welcome, Officer Georgie. What's cracking? Aside from the thunder outside, that is. Yep, deja vu. What? Nothing. Everything's fine. Everything I need to avoid another blackout. That's good news. Hey, you know, this one that's kind of growing on me. Really? Yeah. Not something I like to have forever, of course. But the thunder no longer sounds so angry to me. Interesting. Does it sound like to you? No idea. It's not scary anymore. Anyway, I want to order something. Perfect. What would you like? Maybe whatever I ordered a couple weeks ago. Yeah, give or take. You're promoting a new tea selection at the time. Good times. I remember I had an interesting color. Take whatever you gave me that day. Alright, I can't remember if it was the blue pea or the hibiscus. There's one of the two. Alright, we'll start with the hibiscus first. And if we get it wrong, I'm gonna quick load it. I think I got it wrong. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so let's fast forward through all this shit. Alright, so it was the blue pea. Butterfly pea. A cup of anthocyanins for you, officer. What? So it makes you drink blue. Oh, okay. Still tastes like grass. But my daughter told me this is really good for stress. Really? You stressed right now? Nah, don't worry. Since my daughter loves it so much, I was just trying to remind myself how it tastes. Oh, good. Well, usually blue pea is mixed with a bunch of other ingredients. It's very forgiving drink taste-wise and goes well with most things. And it looks pretty. Yeah, I can see that. Because it tastes like a grassy nose when you drink it straight. Right on. So you've already made up with your daughter? More or less. That's great. How are you, officer? How's work? Work, huh? Well, it's only been a couple days since I was here. But I made a lot has happened. Oh? Patience, pal. We don't have all the players here to complete the story yet. Oh, someone else coming. 2 more. Alright then. What do you mean complete the story? Well, like I said, there's been a lot going on. I can't recount the whole thing alone. I see. But you know, Tomrad. For a while, this old man felt like he'd been living in a stagnant pool. But he thought he started out in the phone stream. Didn't take long for him to find out it wasn't a stream or even a pool. It's more like a mud puddle. That was constantly being filled up with dirt year after year. And well, no matter how much he tried to keep it clean, the puddle would always dry before any of his attempts bear fruit every single time. You know, stuck in the bottom with only occasional rainwater keeping his existence going. Right? However, after about a heavy rain, he discovered a small crack. A hole. Then line leads to another flow of water in the original direction he wanted. Know what I'm saying? I think so. Lucas in the house, yo. Hey. What's up, what's up, what's up? And you, Pops, how goes it? All good. You're in high spirits, aren't you? Always. Anyway, Pops, what's shaking? I think I should be asking you that. What's with all the excess energy? You're right. And I probably should explain, but first. Dear Tomrad, may I put it in order? You may. Haha. I like a blue pea latte with super cool latte out on top. I don't know about the super cool bit, but I'll try my best. Alright, blue pea milk and milk, let's go. Hey. Hey. Serve it. A cup of blue latte with a masterpiece on it for you, sir. A masterpiece, eh? I like your confidence. Anyway, cheers. Nice. Thanks, Tomrad. So what's up, kid? All's well, Pops. I'm waiting for the lady to arrive. Oh, so Miss Fiona's coming. Yep, she should be here soon. The last couple of days have been really intense for us. In fact, I didn't sleep at all until last night. Oh, why? I like to say we've been busy cooking up stuff. Tisk, tisk. What? What is it? I know you're a hustler, kid. Your schedule's probably not like everyone else's. But I hope you won't drag others into unhealthy habits unnecessarily. Although I know next to nothing about banshee biology. Doesn't she do late night deliveries? Oh? Sometimes it just delivered until morning. Then never mind, can't forget everything I said earlier. Yeah. I was like, oh man, what stupid thing did I do this time? Nah, I was just pulling your leg. You're both adults. I was just playing around as a nosy and annoying old guy. Still, it's good that you guys are talking. Just consider what happened the first time you two met. Yeah, no kidding. That's what I mean by me doing stupid things, too. Sometimes I don't slow down enough to see the forest for the trees, you know? It happens. As long as you're aware of it and take a step back from time to time. Yep. So you're staying up because of the new podcast you posted? Oh, yes. Have you watched it? What podcast? Links on my T-Shell, Pops. That was a podcast? You already seen it, too? Oh, man, I'm stoked. I thought it was like a ghost hunt or something. But how dark everything was, lighting was. So it was dark, huh? Keep that in mind. I admit, when you called it ghost hunting segment, was shot kind of spontaneously. What do you think about the whole thing, Pops? You too, Tom Man, tell me. Well, I saw the post, but I haven't had the chance to watch it yet. I'm sorry. Well, don't be sorry. But go watch when you have time, alright? Will do. No, since I thought it was a ghost hunt, I didn't. You know, I didn't watch all the way to the end. Okay, that's fair, understandable. I thought I enjoyed watching the whole thing, though. That's so great to know. She told me Rachel was there, too. What gives? Rachel? Yeah, she was our first guest. Oh, so did you film the episode right after you three talked about it the other day? Exactly, that's why it was so spontaneously done. But the whole thing was not all about ghost hunting, Pops. That was just a clickbait. The actual story is... I know, my daughter summarized it for me. You brought up the street. And the tree, too, didn't you? Exactly. Because it was part of our plan, right? Huh? Is that Riona? Riona! Hey! Hi! Hello. Lady, finally you're here. Good evening, miss. Hi, everyone. Was the traffic bad for you? No, not at all. I had to deliver something before I came, so I'm a bit late. I apologize. You're not late. I'm just early. Would you like anything to drink? Yes, please. Like a cup of mild coffee sweetened with a lot of honey, if you would. All right, coffee with honey and honey. Brew. Honey coffee? Honey coffee. What do we got here? Hey, Lucas. Yeah, that's what I used to order back in the day. Really? So what's really been happening with you two? This kid stayed up for days with something apparently. Does that include you as well? Yes. Those are just my regular working hours. See? See? And I thought we were done talking about that, Pops. What the heck? I'm not done playing a role of knowing a nosy old guy, that's all. Jeez. Oh, by the way, thank you for telling me about the pie shop, miss. Somehow I didn't know it existed. You talking about the disco pie? Yep, that place closes up at midnight. Follows the schedule of the pub adjacent to it. Now, my daughter can get pie when I'm home late. I see, that's good. That's why I'm not trying to point your regulars in the direction of your rivals, Comrade. It's fine, don't worry about it. What rival? We should start selling food here. Did I miss something? I was wondering too. Well, as you probably know, especially if you follow my T channel, we started a vlog/podcast thing. Right. My daughter watched the first episode yesterday. Did she like it? She loved it. I heard her laughing all the way. I'm glad. So what is this vlog/podcast thing really? Yeah, please clarify. I saw you had this walk around session in the episode. I thought podcast is supposed to be voice only. Like a radio show, but you don't need to catch it live. Well, nowadays there are a lot of podcasts with videos. Voice is not the most important part though. We did have the carpool podcast later in that episode. So usually there'll be two versions of the same episode. The voice only one on audio streaming platforms. And a full video posted on video streaming platforms. Ah, see. Sounds like able to create both at the same time. Must require a lot of planning, doesn't it? It does. If you're not the Lucas, that is. Thanks for editing and interviewing skills. You can enjoy the action session in the voice only version all the same. I see. It wouldn't be possible to make the episode as compelling, though. Without letting Riona give us good information to make the episode work. Somehow voice really resonates well on the mic. So it's a joy to edit it into the narration. Also, Rachel was probably the best first guest we could have gotten. We even got a sneak preview of her new singles. First episode got tons of views because of that. Really? That's great. But I wonder if that was cleared by her manager. Probably not. But she knows what she's doing, I'm sure. See why you two stayed up for days now. Heh. Sounds great, y'all. So, miss. Yes? I enjoyed your new role as a show co-host. Well, it's interesting so far. And I'm learning a lot of new skills. So I'm eager to keep working at it. All the while I keep looking for auditions. And honing my craft. Hey, we got their best story arc. Hell yeah. That's all I needed to know. So, what else is in the episode? Go watch it. Just kidding, it's okay. You can watch it whenever. I will later after work. So, Mr. Lucas, you said this is part of your plan. Officer, you said you need all players to be here to form a complete story. What's with all that? Pops, if you please. Alright, I'll start. Sorry, man, do you remember what we talked about a couple days ago? Which part? Asking Gallo what you preferred, wild rumors or bad press. No, you didn't answer. Yeah, I remember now. You said something about combining them, I think. Yep, and that's where I and Lady Riona came in. Oh? Pops was telling me about his meetup with the Grieving Vandals. So I knew the whole story, and I get what they were going for. It's not that they want their friend to be remembered in a bad way. Yeah, they just wanted them to be remembered. Period. So, from talking with Pops, I had an idea. An idea to turn their actions into a neighborhood legend. Urban legend. With their and the victim's family's permission, of course. The victim's family. When the officer asked me if I knew them, I was able to track them down. You did? That's great. How though? We operate on a similar wavelength, which is the easiest way to explain it. It took a while, but I managed to reach them. I see. Makes sense. So you're trying to turn their active vandalism into an urban legend. Exactly right. Urban legend usually starts with hearsay, created from half-truths, half-exaggeration from each speaker to the next listener. Like a game of tag. Sometimes they can even be all lies. But most of them often serve as a cautionary tale. Yup. But the best thing about this one is it's all real. It really doesn't take much for me to tweak it into a whole new story. Why did it need tweaking? To make it less clear, of course. Because you want everyone to get curious. If you explain everything all at once, there's no mystery for others to dig into. Once they're hooked on the premise, folks will try to find things out on their own. And in this case, because the tree already has an actual long history, those who dig for more information will surely fall down the rabbit hole. Other content creators who are into this stuff will lap it up. Reminds me of was it Nexpo and Andrew Crowley? What's the name of their because they have a collab channel where they do ghost hunts. What is it? Is it Nick? Nick and Ryan. That's the name of the channel. And man, some of those videos get terrifying because there's some spooky shit that goes on for some of them. And they tend to be big. Then the rest is history. Their friend's memory will have a life of its own. I see what you mean. You have the story in yesterday's episode? Part of it. We're planning to discuss it further in a couple episodes. Because you need to give the impression time to propagate, you know? Honestly, it was probably good enough. Because my daughter couldn't stop asking me more about it. She knows the story was based on my case. And she's been telling her friends at school about the video. Without letting them know it was my case, of course. That would be bad. Sounds very promising, though. You're telling me that's great. Send our thanks to your daughter, Pops. And what? It's not very different, but it's somewhat exciting experience. How do those will work out as intended? We don't. It's not that easy to influence that many heads, you know? Huh? You're so confident. Because we'll never know the outcome of anything unless we try. Hey! Well, congrats on taking a step into a new direction, kiddos. Who knows? Maybe someday soon I'll join in on that. You want to become an influencer too, Pops? Huh? Could you imagine? Nah, I'm taking a step into a new direction. How about Georgie Williams? Private invest? I mean, I'll be honest. I think Georgie would be legit a good private investigator. Wow, really? For real? Nah, aw, dude. Drop the badge, man. Or am I? Who really knows at this point? I mean, I think it fits you well. Thanks for the vote of confidence, miss. I might have to leave soon. Huh? Why? I haven't anything substantial since this morning. It was a really busy day. Oh, word? Let's go then. How you gonna stay? I'll just go for a quick bite and come back. Nah, let's just go. We're partners, right? So there's a lot of things to discuss. You're right. Okay, if you're fine with it. I think it's time for us to go. I mean, for me. Roger that. Let's get going then. See you later, Pops. Good luck with everything. You too, you two. Bye, Tomrad. See you again soon. Goodbye. So, just you and me now. Nothing wrong with that. To go soon, though. Duty calls. Sure. Freya! Hey! Still hot as always. How are you? Freya! Hey, Miss Greenhair. Hey, officer. Long time no see. I heard you've been going around the world, huh? Around the world's a bit much, but I've been somewhere. Glad to see you here, Freya. Well, as much as I like to stay in chat, duty calls. Oh, that sucks. I missed you. Well, I'll see you later then, Georgie. Yeah. Don't forget to tell Tomrad the truth, okay? Huh? Later, Tomrad. I will. Let me move over there. I think she has her own theme song. So, my buddy, my pal, my good friend, Tomrad, what's up? Why didn't you tell me you were coming? He started blaming me. It was a last minute thing. Even I didn't know I'd be back so soon. So it makes you return sooner than expected. Well, maybe I'll tell you after a drink. Meanwhile, I just finished mine. Hey, even my very first order ever. Espresso? Yep, you have a good memory. First time I was here, it was raining as hot as it is now. Thought nothing was open anymore, so I saw your shop. Your espresso is one of the best coffees I ever had. Thank you. One espresso for me, please. Espresso. Here you go, Freya. Cup of triple shot espresso for you. Great. Again, this deep aroma, such stellar flavors. Thanks. Is it, whoa. Yo. She looks so pretty. Mind tell me why Officer Georgie said what he said? Which part? Something you want to tell me the truth? Well, about that. Okay. Oh. I'm leaving for Ryder's residence soon. And it's really, really far away. I'm actually getting legit sad. What? I know. It was impulsive. It was something I did on a whim. I know. Me and my old buddy sent the application form like last month, not really expecting anything. We got accepted, and somehow it's for this year's rotation. Which means I need to pack and get ready really soon. It's not a scam, is it? Of course not. How long's it gonna be? Don't know, probably a few months. But I might try to keep traveling after that. Okay. Tom Red, are you sad? I am. But I guess my character isn't. Don't be sad while I'm gone, okay? Said I'm not sad. Anyway, tell us what's happening all this time I've been gone. There's a lot of juicy stories waiting for me, right? Oh, you have no idea. Spill it. Everything. Alright. So it started around 2 weeks ago. Oh, Aqua. It's good to stop some snakes communicating with each other, but they've made up. She looks so cute. Silver and Amanda's trip took them quite a bit further than they expected. And Pearl appears in a number of their selfies from London, Sydney, and the Mongolian steppe. Hive's reputation as a dreamy, sensitive wedding photographer spread all around Seattle. And Gal is fond of qualifying him in those exact terms to hide the obvious displeasure and secret joy. Lou and Bailey's bought a little house with large windows, a small garden, and an extra bedroom. Bailey's been using it as a workspace, but it stands ready to fulfill a whole other function when the time is right. Neka Chelik's Arami collaboration with success as new singles released on time. Even though the reviews are mixed, the true fans love it, and that's all that matters, she said. Despite of its impromptu nature, their first vlog cast was a success, especially with Rachel's appearance boosting the views. Looks like the team joined the production a few episodes later, and they're thinking about eventually covering their home state's communities. Word of mouth spread the story of the accident, resulting in a combination of history and urban legend. Petition was then created to memorialize the site, which has been including the... Oh, shit! Seeing Georgie with the flowers. That's actually... Oh, wow. In memoriam of Muhammad Fahmy Hasni. We love you. Oh wait, what we got a post-credit scene. What the fuck? Riona! Hello. I dropped something here a long time ago, so I'm here to get it. Oh, what item was it? It's fine, I've got it. It was right under the seat. Really? Huh. Let's make sure to check everything before closing, too. There are times when we simply miss things. Particularly if it's a task we performed numerous times. That's true. I guess it's a sign for me to double check everything. It may or may not be. I'm feeling you'll find something of interest either way. There's even a possibility of getting a complete understanding of everything. Or everyone. Pardon, I didn't quite catch that. Have a good evening, comrade. Okay, have a safe trip, Miss Rihanna. Huh. Oh well, we'll say no one else will be coming tonight. Might as well go check on... What? What was that? So I came from inside the drawer. What the? The missing items, they're here. They vanished a while ago. What is really going on? Play the story mode to conclusion once. You've now seen part of the animation, but there's still, yeah. The main thing is Myrtle and Aqua. But hey, let's go ahead and wrap up. We'll come back to this next week. New Game Plus. We'll try to get everything knocked out. And yeah, that'll be amazing. So let's switch over. We're going to come back to me sitting here, slightly slunk in my chair. We'll go ahead and close out. And yeah, let's see who's online. I'm going to turn off Autotune now, so I don't need that anymore. All right, let's see who's online and see if we can do something like a raid or something. I don't even know. Oh shit, Leva Bates is on. How many viewers does he got right now? I'm resisting the urge to raid Leva. So for those of you who don't know, Leva Bates, she's now independent. She used to be an AEW wrestler. She's only got 25 viewers though. I don't know if I should. So there's a part of me that's like, do it. The other part of me is like, especially since I only have 2 viewers tonight and it wasn't the best stream. But you know what? Nah, we won't do it. She's got a good number of views anyway, 25. A lot less than I thought she was, because I know, like, she's like a famous person. Like, I'm surprised. But you know what? Yeah, we'll call it a night. So thank y'all so much, all y'all, for watching, for joining me here on this wonderful November night. If you're participating in NRM, by the way, let me know, because, like, I'm doing it as well. I'm probably going to get back to do some writing after this, and maybe, after I eat, of course, and maybe take another nap because I'm getting a little tired, but nonetheless, main thing is I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some food after this. But yeah, thank y'all so much for stopping by and watching, And I hope y'all, whatever y'all getting up to tonight, that it goes well. If you're going to bed, get you some good sleeps. And hey, make sure you take care of yourselves. Go out and vote. Don't be an asshole. And seriously, stay safe out there. Things are getting cuckoo crazy with a lot of the shitty politics going on right now. People that I thought I was friends with or, had connections to have, in some forms or another, might have gone off the deep end in some really odd ways. And it kind of makes me sad. So, yeah. But like I said, hope y'all have a wonderful time and wonderful night. And hopefully, I'll be able to get back to streaming next Saturday. And maybe actually stream consistently in November, even with things like the holidays and stuff happening. So, yeah. So, all of that being said, I wish you all the best. And I will see y'all next time.